Hello again, Internet, and welcome back to Shadowrun Dragonfall, where my panicky self last left off. I had just come back from the supposed milk run turned hell job, and, well, I'm still concerned that Iger's going to eat my face. Also, in the interim, I found out that I really, definitely was mangling the wording on several things, like, for example, the location. I'm in the, I hope I get this right, Kreuzbazaar. And, well, I'm about to talk to someone who I assume is my current contact in this hidey hole. Here we go. Hi, Paul. You step inside, and the squalor of the disused U-Bahn tunnel gives way to the warmth of your safe house. A man waits inside, silhouetted against the dim fluorescent lighting. Something bad has happened, hasn't it? He steps forward, revealing a pale and expressionless face, light glinting off steel-rimmed glasses. Paul Amsel, your team's fixer and landlord. Part-time dealmaker, part dealmaker, part information broker. One of the most well-connected men in Berlin. His eyes sweep across the team as he takes it all in. The grim faces, the hard stares, Iger's fury, which still scares me, and Monica's absence. I had a feeling. How did she... His face has gone ashen. He swallows, takes a moment to chew on the words before spitting them out. How did it happen? Oh, good. I can be technical about it. Something in the vault system fried her brain. Way too fast to be just the normal terrifying shit we run into. Glory nods, her motions robotic and spare, because she's a bloody street samurai robot. Monica died of a biofeedback-induced stroke. Yeah, very much so. That's right. Iger thrusts a finger into your chest, that being my chest, and this idiot just stood by and let it happen. And I'm just going to ignore the fact that she's poking me, or tried to, and yeah, jacked in, screamed, started twitching. Yeah, because you never bothered learning what to look for. Muscle contractions and microtremors are good indicators of a Decker in distress. I'm assuming you didn't have anyone keeping an eye out for those? No, if you had, my friend wouldn't be lying dead in a basement. Iger, please don't eat my face! Oh, shove off, Iger. We were all on the lookout for physical security, true neutral included. Throwing him under a bus isn't going to help anything. Under a bus is exactly where he belongs. Iger then turns to face Diedrich. She towers over him, but he's standing his ground. I respect you, Diedrich. You know that. But you don't have my training. None of you have. Yeah, we know. Monica was good. She was the best, right? But she was overconfident. She treated the job like it was a game. Do that long enough and you're gonna get burned. Iger turns her focus back to you. If you'd been paying attention, you'd have figured all of this out on your own by now. You'd have known that Monica needed watching as much as that door. Enough, Iger. Amsel's voice is hoarse, his expression blank. Enough. Iger pushes ahead, heedless of the interruption. Her voice remains measured, but there's fire in her eyes, which is scaring me even more than her already intimidating appearance does. How many seconds pass between Monica's first convulsion and her plug getting pulled? 4? 5? Do you know how much damage biofeedback can do to a Decker's brain in 5 seconds? Look, this isn't gonna... You don't have to answer that. Of course you know. Monica died while you stood there and watched. This is all your... That is enough. Amsel's voice comes out in a roar, and his fist smashes down just behind him. Something I cannot replicate for fear of scaring the neighbors. Iger, you and True Neutral can have it out later, but I have had enough. We need to talk action. Our client sent you into something much bigger than he led us to believe. I want to know why. Right there with you. This was supposed to be a milk run. Yeah, and it turned into a hell job. Payback isn't the only reason why we need to find him. We saw something back there, something that we weren't supposed to see. It's fair to assume we're all still in danger. Great. Paul Amsel pauses and rubs his temples. Agreed. And to neutralize that danger, we need to know who we are dealing with. Let us review the events that transpired tonight. The smallest detail could be important, so hold nothing back. So, yeah, the estate was a front. Amsel nods. That much is clear. It wasn't a minor enterprise either. That facility took serious funds to build. And time. There was more to it than we saw. Places that like that don't spring up overnight. And all in secret. The owners, whoever they may be, were none too pleased to see you escape, I'm sure. What else did you find? The guy in the military-grade armor who was huge and waving around a minigun and threatening to kill us all. He appeared to be head of security. That is not much to go on. Do any details about this orc come to mind? Any distinguishing features I could look into? He was an older guy, for one. From the sound of his voice, I'm guessing mid to late 40s. Pretty old for an orc. And he'd had skin grafts. Most of his face looked like replacement material. If the grafts came from a legitimate hospital, there may be medical records. That is something I will see. I will see what I can find out. Do you note anything else during the run that may be of value? Well, Monica managed to say a name, and here's hoping I don't mangle this. Verschwinge. She made a really big deal out of making sure we knew that, so yeah, important. Needs to be. Definitely. Yes? Amsel seems taken aback. He pauses for a moment before responding. The firing. This is unexpected. You'll have to forgive me. This brings back many unpleasant memories. Glory raises an eyebrow. Firewing? The most terrible of the great dragons. There are those who would disagree, but they never experience the terror of living in her shadow. He glances at Glory. You are far too young to remember her, of course, but for Germans of my generation, the name Verschwinge is synonymous with chaos, destruction, and death. Oh, joy! The dragons of today are subtle creatures, full of patience and guile. Verschwinge was not. After her awakening, she went on a 4-month rampage that claimed tens of thousands of lives. Oh god, we have a Trogdor. Amsel takes a deep breath, slowly releases it. There is a haunted look in his eyes. Those were dark days. Countless men, women, and children were slaughtered, roasted alive in their homes by a creature of legend. No hope for salvation and no end in sight. It was a horror that you cannot begin to understand. What stopped her? I can't imagine that a rampaging dragon would just go away on its own. Eventually, the fire ring was brought down by a man named Dr. Adrian Fauclair. Well, with the help of the Luftwaffe, of course. But it was experimental weapons designed by Dr. Fauclair that finally pierced her hide. She fell in a hail of bullets and rocket fire and crashed down into the radioactive wasteland of the Sox. This event was called the Dragonfall. And there's our name drop for the campaign. Dun dun dun, I am already kind of concerned. Safe at last from the dragon's wrath, Germany celebrated Fauclair as a hero. Our own Siegfried, a modern-day dragon slayer. My own family particularly worshipped the man. If the Dragonfall was as important an event as you make it out to be, I'm surprised that I've never heard of it. So years of the awakening were traumatic, Eiger. Not just on a national level, but on a global scale. New species of awakened animals were being discovered daily. Within 2 years of the Dragonfall, the active use of magic had returned the world to a new source of terror for a bewildered public. And in 2021, the sudden emergence of orcs and trolls gave rise to yet another wave of global panic. In light of such turmoil, is it any surprise that Dr. Fauclair and the Fire Wing were forgotten? Dragons were yesterday's news. While Amsel rubs his temples. Again, all of this happened decades ago. To the best of my knowledge, the story of Schwinger is a bit of historical trivia and nothing more. Alright, so Monica spent her dying breath trying to tell us about a long-dead dragon. Eiger sweeps her eyes across the group, searching for a glimmer of insight. Finally, she gives up. Any ideas as to why? I'm afraid to answer that question, Eiger. You're probably going to bite my head off. Amsel's voice trembles with frustration. No, it doesn't make any more sense to me than it does to you. The Dragonfall is ancient history. Schwinger has been dead and gone for 42 years. But there's one thing that I do know. Whatever Monica saw, whatever she was trying to tell us, it was important. He visibly struggles to calm himself. He takes a deep breath and then slowly releases it. I will look into this and I will find answers. In the meantime, did you turn up anything else of value? Well, outside of a lot of screaming? No. That's not much. Amsel nods. His face is drawn and haggard. It is thin, I agree. A basement, a middle-aged orc with skin grafts, and a long-forgotten world event. Hang on. That has me wondering. Who the heck paid for this and why'd they send us in here? Amsel looks pained. I do not know his exact identity. I did not set up the run. Monica did. Oh. His face reddens. I warned her. I told her not to take the job, but she assured me that it would be a cakewalk. Yeah, that turned into a hell job. Anything but cakewalk. Monica was approached by a man who calls himself Green Winters. He used to be a prominent activist in the F-state political scene. I never much liked them, and I certainly never trusted him. Why did Monica agree to that then, But Monica, she would do anything for her cause, anything for the Flux State. He sighs. Winters swore that the data he was after was crucial to ensuring the future stability of the Flux. And that was all it took. So it looks like we need to find this guy and start shaking him until information falls out. Yes, most definitely. It is clear that Green Winters has involved us in something much larger than he led Monica to believe. When he finds out what happened on the run, he's probably gonna rabbit. We need to chase him down before that happens. So yeah, we need info on this guy, and we need to get it now. There is a man here in the Kreuz Bazaar, a Turk named Altug Burakazi. I'm hoping I pronounced that right. He owns a little oikav shop just down the way called Cafe Sezve. This man is also a purveyor of information. I have done business with him from time to time. And you think he would know something about Green Winters? Amsel nods. When I discovered Monica's renewed association with Green Winters, I contacted Altug. One of his people has been keeping tabs on Winters ever since. As I said, I did not trust the man. Good reason, sounds like. So, okay, let's go talk to Altug and find out what he knows. Then we can find Green and shake him until info falls out. Vanderfell, tell him I sent you. I will do what I can to dig into the information that you have covered already. Sparse to it, maybe. And hey, 5 karma. Oh no, there's a doggo. Hello? As you start towards the safe house door, a large 4-legged form steps around the corner. Dante, Monica's dog, an enormous mongrel of indeterminate breed. A low whimper emerges as he enters the room, head hanging low. Oh shit, Dante. Dietrich shakes his head. Don't worry, boy, we'll look after you. At the sight of Monica's dog, Amsel's eyes well up. He inhales but can't quite catch his breath. He started whimpering about an hour ago. Turned into a full-blown howl. Wouldn't stop. Kept... He closes his eyes. That's when I realized something bad had happened. Looking down into those huge brown eyes, you see intelligence and sadness. He lets out a small whine and rubs his head against you. Aw, poor Dante. Dante needs scritches. Dante leans against you and looks up mournfully, pressing his ribs against your leg. Oh boy, I'm getting leaned on by a very large dog. I guess this dog is going with you, true neutral. Amsel takes a ragged breath and releases it, then a slow, melancholy smile plays across its face. Well, perhaps a part of Monica lives on in Dante. Return to the safe house when you're finished with Altug, mein Freund. With a bit of luck, he can help us locate Green Winters and the gate at the bottom of this. Amsel stares at the floor. And now, I think we should all take a moment. His lips tighten. For Monica. Yep. For Monica. Let's see, Dietrich, what do you want to talk about that's not, well, poor Dante the doggo who needs more switches and gloves and general hugging? His hugs would be good after that hell job. Dietrich turns his head at your approach. His aging face is traced with a network of faint scars, a legacy of too many fights over too many years. While he still retains a degree of strength and vigor, it's obvious that the shaman you see today is a shadow of his former self. Despite all this, there is still an aura of power surrounding the man. He raises his bottle, offering it to you. True neutral, welcome. We've got a bottle of schnapps that needs sharing, and we got a fallen comrade to drink to. Yep, I'm taking that bottle and drinking to Monica. Liquor in the bottle is crystal clear, and as you raise it, you can catch an intoxicating whiff of cloves and caramel. It tastes of sweet corn and walnuts with a lingering aftertaste of buttery toffee. As you Swallow a swig, you return the bottle to Dietrich's outstretched hand. He takes a long pull from the bottle and then locks eyes with you. And I'm being stared at by a shaman. Let me ask a question, True Neutral. What made you come to Berlin? I don't know. Nothing? Dietrich rolls his eyes at you. Oh, come on, boss. You're gonna have to do better than that. Monica told me that you'd made a name for yourself in the Megaplex. Had your own team and everything. Leads a man to wonder why you packed up and moved here. It was time for a change, that's it. Oh, come on, boss. Nobody moves to Berlin without a good reason. Okay, fine. Monica, that's why I came back. Well, then I'm sorry for your loss. Even sorrier, I mean, if a man can be such a thing. Like a profound sadness crosses Dietrich's face. He takes another long swig from his bottle. Ah, yes, Monica. Dietrich raises his bottle again, then closes his eyes and takes a long drink. After the moment has passed, he returns his attention to you. It all comes back to our girl, doesn't it? So let me ask you, just what was your relationship with Monica anyway? Now that you two knew each other way back, but she was pretty coy about these things. Why do you want to know the thing? Monica was my friend. I cared about her. Dietrich shrugs. I don't know. I guess I just want to get to know her better. There were some areas of her life that have always been a mystery, and if you could shed any light on them, I'd be appreciative. You know what? Okay, yeah, I can respect that. So what was the deal between the two of you? Don't leave me in suspense. Well, if I'm remembering that startup right, it did say I'd met her back when she first got in her data jack, and, well, I watched her get it, so I would assume pretty close. Dietrich nods. Figured as much. Not from anything you or Monica said, I just had a suspicion. Anyway, good on you both. Dietrich raises his bottle to you in salute. She was a wonderful woman, and I hope that your time together was happy. Anyway, I've taken enough of your time, and the bottle's almost empty. Thanks for taking the time to talk, for what it's worth. I'm happy that you're here with us. Dietrich takes a final pull of the bottle, then tips it forward, pouring the rest out onto the ground. Rest in peace, Monica. We'll miss you, girl. I have been punched in the feels. Very heavily. Wait, does he have additional things to say? I've got nothing more to say, boss. Let's just get this run taken care of. You can hit me up later if you want to talk. Oh, okay. He's clear. Oh, let's have a look around the building before I off into the Kreutz Bazaar all panicked. Ah, God, she's gonna eat my face. Okay, largely empty room. I'm gonna talk to Glory first. Glory is beautiful, in a waifish sort of way. Her features are almost elvish in their delicacy, but there's something cold about her that you find slightly unsettling. Might be the excessive amount of metal? What's more unsettling is her chrome. Glory is rocking a heavy load out of cyberware from head to toe. She looks to be composed more of plastic and metal than she is of skin and bone. That is a lot of kit, then, if she's mostly plastic. Does that make her Major Kusanagi or something? In the shadows, individuals such as this are anything but uncommon, but Glory's cyberware is first generation, all of it. Bulky, invasive, practically museum pieces. This chrome was obsolete well before she was born. So she's wearing equipment and replacement parts so old she could pass for an antique. Oh my. True neutral. Glory shifts her gaze to you, but her expression is cool and placid as always. Can I help you? How are you holding up? Don't worry about me. I'm solid. Well, you million miles away, staring, middle distance, that sort of thing. I'll be with you when it counts. Right now it doesn't. Well, any idea where we should be going next? Find our missing client, extract some answers. Beyond that, take jobs, get paid. I mean, I like simple, but this is terrifyingly simple, so I'm like paranoid and afraid of everything now. Mind if I ask a personal question, Glory? I'm not big on sharing, sport. Personal reasons, you understand, I'm sure. The edge in her voice tells you that she's not interested in continuing this conversation. Yep, okay, sure. Secrets, good, sure. I don't want to make you angry at all. Refuse to. I'm gonna sort of turn around, walk away, because she told me to. Okay, well, time to bite the bullet. Please don't eat my face! Tiger glares at you, and you can taste the bile in her stare. She clearly still blames you for Monica's death. Something I can do for you, fearless leader? We need to talk. Not right now, we don't. Don't push me on this, True Neutral. One of these days, we're gonna hash this out. And you can talk all you like about the clusterfuck that killed one of my best friends. But it won't be today. Okay, okay. I got something else I want to ask real quick first. Spit it out then. Let's hear it. You are wrong about me. I am not a complete twit. I'm going to prove that. She stares at you for a moment and then looks away. Best of luck with that, True Neutral. Now, please, leave me alone. Alright, we're not done talking. It is for now, fearless leader. She turns away. Do us both a favor. Take the hint and go away. Yes, just, donate me. That's all I ask. I do not want to have my entire face removed. Okay. That's what I'm trying to get it out with. Nothing for me to pick up. And with all that talking, it's time for me to... God, this is where I wish I actually knew German beyond the 3 or 4 odd words I know. It's time for me to at least have a look at what's out in the Kreuzbazaar. Oh man, and it's snowing. Hey, there's a very large fellow over here. Subway. I can't see anything else. Right. There's that. Ah, there's the cafe I gotta go to. Wow. Kreuzbazaar is a little bit squashed looking. What in the... Tip that answer? Yeah, sure. Throw a 5 in there. I mean, come on. Street performers. In this context, I have more than enough money, so I may as well use it. Alright. There's gonna be some folks I gotta talk to. Someone's bragging about his stuff, huh? Big guy. Whoa, what in the heck is that? I gotta check this out. A bizarre monument towers before you. At the top of the pedestal, the form of an angel stands, its outstretched wings looming over the small park. But the material is strange and uneven, giving a statue a cold, Frankenstein-esque appearance. It appears that the artist welded this monument together from various metal scraps and pieces of junk. Okay. As you approach, a small grimy monitor at the base of the statue flickers dimly to life. The grainy face of a smug young orc appears on screen. Hello there, I am Herbert Kunzel, creator of this monument. What do you want to know? Statue name. This is my tribute to victory, the victory of anarchy. It's both the citation and parody of the statue we destroyed some 20 years ago. You may remember that from the history treats at the Sigasel. I am probably mangling that, and someone will correct me before the next time I record stuff. Or gold else. Okay. Installation history. Isn't it obvious? The Siegsaal, a monument to the hubris of the Prussian state, gets blown to bits. So someone takes a lot of bits and builds a monument to the hubris of anarchy. Explains why it's patchwork. I mean, what more is there to say? And, okay, may as well learn some about you, you artist crazy person. I am the visionary Herbert Kunzel from the Lindwormer. You may know me from... Okay, well, there isn't much I'm known for. Yet. But I intend to change that. All art is born from misery, after all. What? Well, he's not entirely wrong. I mean, for some, it's made out of rage. Others, it's joy. It really depends on the artist. So, basically says that all art isn't that. Anyway, since there was a lot of discussion inside, and I know where I need to go, but I want to talk to a bunch of people first, I'm going to make a short little pit stop. Well, more like a full-on rest stop back in here before I head out proper. So, if all of that conversationing was entertaining and fun for all watching, then feel free to leave a comment on it, point me in a direction on where I should go next in game, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and maybe even subscribe to the channel. And until next time, I will see you all around the internet.